Vice President Mike Pence headed to Jakarta right now.
I want this guy over here with a boom to come to Myrtle Beach.
Following his tough talk on North Korea yesterday. Now, he was addressing the troops, Senator, on board the USS Ronald Reagan yesterday, south of Tokyo. He issued another warning, vowing an overwhelming and effective response to any use of nuclear weapons. But also he assured Japan that the U.S. wants a peaceful resolution. Watch this. Got to get your reaction, Senator.
The United States of America will always seek peace. But under President Trump, the shield stands guard and the sword stands ready.
Your thoughts?
I'm the happiest dude in America. In 80 days, Trump has reset the world and undone a lot of the damage it took 8 years for Obama to do. To have the Vice President of the United States go to the DMZ and look across the border and tell Kim Jong-il, the nut job, we're not going to let you get a missile to deliver a nuclear weapon to the American homeland. We don't want a war. But for 20 years, Republicans and Democrats have got it wrong with North Korea. 20 years ago, they didn't have any nuclear program. Today, they've got about 20 nuclear weapons. They could make 7 to 10 this year. The one thing they have not been able to do is develop a missile to hit the American homeland. And I'll make a prediction that Donald Trump will never allow that to happen. And they're 2 or 3 years at the most away from that technology being mature. So if I were China, I would listen to Trump. I would tell the puppet, your puppet in North Korea, stop trying to reach America with a missile with a nuclear weapon on top of it, because Donald Trump's going to hit you if you keep trying. I think China could change North Korea's behavior, but they've never believed in China that any American president would use military force. If they don't believe it about Trump, they're crazy.
And 3 presidents tried to do it, to try to get China to rein in North Korea.
Let me tell you about
and they were unsuccessful.
Presidents. Okay, Obama sent B-2s to go up and down the border when they did the nuclear test. You know, they yawned, they laughed in North Korea. If Ronald Reagan had sent a rowboat, they would have stopped. It's who you are. After Syria, his willingness to put more troops in Afghanistan, this letter to Iran telling the Ayatollah, you may be in compliance with the nuclear agreement, but you're sure not in compliance with everything else. You're the largest state sponsor of terrorism. You humiliated our sailors. You're test-firing missiles in violation of UN sanctions after the nuclear deal. We're coming after you as the largest state sponsor of terrorism. I am so pleased that we're leading from the front. And if I were North Korea and China, I would really reevaluate where this thing is headed. We're on a collision course with North Korea, and let me tell you who loses that collision, North Korea.
Wow.
I don't want a war with North Korea, but right now the war would be contained over there. The day they get a missile, all of us live in fear of this nut job, and Donald Trump's not going to let that happen. Mr. President, you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Wow, sounds like you're warming up to President Trump.
Well, let me tell you, he calls late and early. Call during the day, you know, like he calls at midnight, he calls at 7.
He calls you at weird times?
Yeah, but he never sleeps.
He's not giving your phone number out anymore.
Well, I tell you,
at least he's not tweeting at you, too.
He's got the new one. So I told him, you know how you like getting up early? I don't. But the main thing is he is really resetting the world in the right way. Nobody wants a war. But if you allow this North Korean thug to get a missile, we'll all regret it.
All right, we'll leave it there. Senator Lindsey Graham, always a pleasure. Thank you so much, sir. Good to see you. We'll be